I got to find something controversial to say. I mean, something to stir the pot so I, get things all worked up and get you worked up so I can say, hold on a minute. Not so fast. Let's talk about this. Hey everybody, I'm Methodist Dave. I'm a professional theologian and Bible teacher. And sometimes some of the topics that we look at through the Old Testament and New Testament just aren't all that thrilling or exciting. They don't stir controversy or drama, but there's things to learn in them. For those of you who follow me, I just give you a quick update here on a little bit of my life. I suffer from diabetes, and I recently had an incident that has taken away the vision in my left eye. And it's not completely gone, but it's something I'm needing to get treatment on. So not able to, at the moment, to be able to read my script. So it'd be a little bit quirky, sort of be shooting from the hip. And immediately after we had our last video about Abraham rescuing Lot, the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, the 5 cities of the plains there, were raided and attacked by Mesopotamians. And Abraham takes his 318 trained soldiers and rescues them. Then after that account, we come to the end of chapter 14, where Abraham is coming back down. They're bringing the whole crowd with them and this whole rescued party. They come near this city, and the king of that city leaves and comes out to bring food and wine to Abraham and his men. The man is called Melchizedek, and we're told that he is the king of Salem, and that he's also a priest of the Most High God. So we find a couple interesting things right here. Under Mosaic law that is going to be given to the nation of Israel, priesthood was strictly for the tribe of Aaron, for the Levites. And the priesthood actually serving was Aaron's family were allowed to be priests. But the tribe of Levi were a priestly tribe, and they were the ones responsible for the religious life and offering sacrifices to God. Later on, when there would be a king, the king was to rule the people, but the king was not to offer sacrifices. But this is before the law. This is long before Moses was ever born. And we have people who are serving as king and priest at the same time. So this interesting fellow Melchizedek shows up. He was as I said, the king of Salem. Now, in the ancient tongue, city of is Jeru. So Melchizedek is the king of Jerusalem. So the city of Jerusalem goes long back. Later on, it will be called the city of the Jebusites. There will be a pagan people in that city, and David will conquer the city of the Jebusites and take that for his capital, the city of Jerusalem. But for now, the people there are worshiping the true God, according to the text. Melchizedek, priest of the Most High. So that introduces us to the concept that not everybody in ancient history worshipped false gods. That there may have been pockets of people who were worshiping God, and God was quite likely communicating with other groups of people, not just Abraham and his line. So that God is interacting with people throughout history around the world. We'll leave that there. But Abraham gives to Melchizedek 1/10 of the possessions that he had recaptured. And he gives this tithe to Melchizedek, and Melchizedek blesses Abraham. Now the greater blesses the lesser. So Abraham, although head of the nation of Israel, he was the progenitor of the Jewish race, he is offering a gift to another king who would be superior to him. Now, if that were all about the story, this is just like a little sidebar throughout history. It wouldn't mean anything else. But Melchizedek shows up again in the New Testament book of Hebrews, which is describing a new kind of priesthood that Jesus would be replacing the old ancient Jewish priestly system. And Jesus is called a priest after the order of Melchizedek. So that Jesus would have a different kind of priesthood, separate from the Mosaic priesthood, a priesthood of the king priest, the ruler of the people, and also the intercessor between the people and God. And that Jesus is not just doing something completely new, but he is reinstituting a priesthood that began thousands of years before. So that you couldn't look at the Christians, as they were becoming called at the time, and saying they're a new faith. They're not new, they're just a fulfillment of what had been before. That things had changed. That old priesthood, where the priests had to offer perpetual sacrifices, this didn't need to be anymore. That Jesus' sacrifice was enough, it was sufficient. So I find Melchizedek a really interesting character. There have been many theories of who Melchizedek was. I've even heard it said that Melchizedek was Noah. I'm not sure I believe that, but I'm not going to be dogmatic on that subject. But at any rate, not really a major account, but it's an interesting account in the life of Abraham. And we close the chapter with Abraham returning the captives to the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah. They are back to the land. The kings who hid and the people ran away and these captives were carried off. The king says, hey, take what you want. You know, we got our people back, which is what we care about. We got our people back. And it was in the ancient world, even up until fairly recently, when you went to war, it was understood that you would not be paid until you were successful. And your success would be captured booty. So the loot that you would take from your enemy, that you would strip the soldiers of their possessions, and that would be your pay. And if you were to actually capture anything, that would be your share of the battle. And the kings of Sodom are saying to Abraham, you get to take what you want. And Abraham refuses. He says, I will take nothing for me. The men who are with me, my soldiers, they're going to be allowed to carry their share. But he says, I don't want anything for myself from you. Because Abraham says, I don't want it said that you are the one who made me rich. Because that could easily be said that, you know, as notable as Abraham was, the kings of the plain could say, well, you know, Abraham is rich because we made him that way. Abraham was rich before he met up with you guys. Abraham was rich before he sent his soldiers into battle, and he's going to be rich after the battle, even by not even taking anything. So Abraham is beginning, remember it's a beginning, to put his trust in God to provide for him, that he doesn't feel the need to share in the booty of this project. So that's going to end our tale there today. Hopefully over the next few weeks with my proper medical treatment, and I'm not looking forward to what they're saying they're going to have to do to me, but hopefully hope to receive the vision of my eye back again. Until the next time, I will see you with my good eye. If you've got any questions about this account or any other story in the Bible, you can drop me a line at methodistdave@gmail.com. But until the next video, have a wonderful day. Be good to yourself. See your doctor. Look after your health. And be good to one another. Take care. Good day.